What is going on, guys? So, real quick, I want to come on here and say to you guys, sorry, smoothie bowl stuff is delicious. Real quick, I want to come on here and say to you guys that a lot of the battles that you're dealing with aren't purely physical battles. A lot of these battles are have foundation of spiritual foundations. A lot of it is spiritual warfare, and we got to be mindful of that. Don't get caught up on people, get caught up on things or materials. Materials are pointless, do not matter. Uh, People will change up on you in a minute. People intentions may seem one way, and behind closed doors, something totally different. Um, so don't focus on people. Don't focus on things and materials. Stop focusing on what you see. Stop focusing on tangibles all the time. Start closing your eyes, and that's closing your eyes and talking to God and getting in that prayer time, getting in that devotion time. That's when you see the clearest. When your eyes are open, it seems like that's when it's the most distorted. You're getting hit with all these tangibles and all these different things that stimulate, but they don't mean anything. And there's a whole spiritual warfare happening behind us, around us, that we're not paying attention to, that we're not putting any sort of emphasis on. This is a spiritual warfare. And so we need to be in the correct headspace in order to see what we need to see, hear what we need to hear, to be able to combat the way we need to combat whatever it is. And we can't get that if we're distracted by tangibles. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Our fight is against spiritual wickedness, principalities, and high places, which means that they aren't dumb. Your enemy isn't slow or stupid by any means, and he's built an empire. And they're sophisticated, they're patient, they'll wait, they'll wait decades. Um, they're precise and they're deadly, and we need to act accordingly. We've been walking around treating them like they're not a threat, mainly because we don't know who they are, and mainly because we don't even see them. A lot of us simply don't know that they're there. Can't attack a threat or confront a threat if you never even know that it's there. And I feel like those are some of the worst ones. You walking out and you feel you able to relax and you kicking back because you're comfortable, because you don't have a sense of there's a threat nearby. And so you lay back and you're comfortable and you're content, stretch out, and all the while the threat is right there. We have to spend that quality time with God so that we're able to recognize when you're dead set in the middle of warfare. More than likely in 2021, you're probably always in the middle of some warfare, pretty much. Um, it just seemed like it's just been a relentless few years of just stuff after stuff happening. It seemed like there's no really low periods of anything normal, anything regular or basic. It's just constant mutations of this, variations of that, events happening with this, and it's just been nothing but madness. And so we have to learn how to operate in the middle of a warfare. Have to learn how to operate. Learning how to operate in the middle of warfare, especially in a degree of when to when you need to draw your weapon and when you need to just hold on to God and follow him. There may be moments where you may need to draw your weapon and declare and decree and use your sword of salvation and your shield of faith. There may be times where you will have to utilize your weapons, your armor. And then there's going to be times, especially nowadays, where God just simply I just want you to stay close to me. I've seen in some military movies where they're doing an extraction and they got a person who on the field who isn't really that well trained. They're not that adept to that type of situations, those type of circumstances, those moments of warfare. So they'll have a person who tells them, I need you right here, right here. Wherever I go, you go. Stay right here. You know, put them as close into a pocket as they possibly can while they lead and guide them through the field. The person who's leading and guiding you has, you know, ample amount of training in this field and experience. They know what to look out for and what not to look out for. Knowing what areas to go, sense of direction. The person who's following may be distracted by everything. It can't hear anything. They can't hear any forms of communication. And any forms of communication that they hear, they're distracted by the tangibles. They hear an explosion, but they didn't hear this person tell them, oh, to meet me at, you know, the extraction point southwest of this, you know, this airfield. You know, they may not have heard that. But the person who's leading them, they can easily block out the explosions. They can easily block out the gunfire so that they can hear the instructions so that they can complete the mission. So right now, there are moments in our life where we are to stay right here on God. And he has all the experience, more than enough experience. He has never failed. Has everything he needs to lead us and guide us to get where we need to be. All we have to do is just stay connected, stay right on his hip. Don't worry about the sounds, the bullets, the explosions, the noise, the chaos. Don't worry about any of that. Just stay right here. Listen to his instructions. That is it for this video. I didn't want to come on here and talk too long. Just wanted to come in and give you guys a word of encouragement and some things that I've been dealing with. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace.